Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this should be a really quick intro. I just decided to do an updated everyday makeup tutorial because now I have lash extensions and that changes everything completely. Also, I've been putting on my powder a different way, so I wanted to show you guys how I do that. And last night I got a double nose piercing, so I gotta figure out how to put my makeup on with that. So this is gonna be a 100% updated as of today makeup tutorial. So keep watching and I hope y'all enjoy. So I ran out of my Dior Creme de Rouge chapstick, so I've been using the Vaseline Creme Brûlée Lip Therapy, and I actually really like it. Like, they work really good. So I just like to start off by putting chapstick on. A lot of times I'll put I'll do a Lush lip scrub before just to get all the dead skin off, but I just haven't been feeling like doing it. I don't know why. Now going in with my tea tree oil that I'm not quite sure if you're even supposed to put on your face or not. Just like to dab it onto all my little marks. I probably put too much on, but honestly, I'm just trying to get my skin better. So using that same moisturizer as last time, the Origin Zero Oil. I know I've been saying I don't like this stuff as much as the Tarte Aqua Bomb or Believe True Cream, but I bought it, so I'm gonna use it till it runs out. And it's almost out anyways, so. So this is gonna be I just got these piercings done last night, so this updated makeup routine is gonna be super updated as of right now dealing with my nose because I have not put on makeup yet. So this is as updated as it gets, guys. So then, as usual, using my dip brow from Anastasia in the color Chocolate, and then my number 12 brush from Anastasia also. Let's be putting on my brows. Brows on. They're a bit messy right now, but I'm gonna clean them up with concealer, so it doesn't really matter. But first, I'm gonna be going in with my Too Faced Hangover Primer, my fave. I feel so awkward. A maintenance guy just came, and I'm like, do I keep filming? Or what do I do? Okay, now that I have my primer on, I'm gonna be going in and cleaning up just the top part of my brows. I like to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light Sand. And then I just will also be using a simple angled brush from Sephora. And I just like to go in and put a little bit of concealer on some of my really bad spots, just to make sure they're nice and covered when I put my foundation on. Usually people put concealer on their spots after they put foundation on, but I already have this out. Plus this is so much lighter, so I want to put it under my foundation so it's not like a light dot on top of my foundation. And then taking my favorite beauty sponge ever, the Morphe one, just kind of blending all that in. Just going over it quickly, you don't have to be too, you just dab it in. And now using the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation, I'm in the shade Snow, which is the lightest shade they have, and it's still too dark for me because I'm so freaking pale right now. I need to get out in the sun or get a tanning membership or something. But I just put that on the flat part. I'm super anal, and I'll use whatever part I use to do the foundation. I'll use that same with the concealer. I'll use that same with the foundation, and then the concealer on this side, and then I'll only use powder on this side. I'm just super annoying like that, and I try and dab it out as I go to get as much out because I hate getting it out. That's one thing I hate about beauty blenders is it gets on your fingers and just it bugs me. Ever since I was a kid, I've always hated having dirty hands. I would hate to be sticky as a child. And I would just I was always sticky. I don't know why, but it would drive me crazy. And then before, when I was using a beauty blender, I would full on like take it off my face. Like you can see I'm like going back and forth, but now I like keep it and just kind of move it around, and it applies way better. And you don't have like, before I would notice like, especially right here, like my foundation breaking apart when I was applying it like that, because it's like I was putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. And now that I just keep it and just kind of bounce it around, I don't have that problem. All right, now going in with that same Shape Tape Concealer, I'm just gonna be highlighting. Oh my God, how do I highlight? Because I like to highlight down the side of my nose. How do I do this? I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. But anyways, I'm just gonna highlight all the areas everyone highlights, except for the top of my nose. I don't know what it is. I don't like to highlight that with concealer though. Just gonna blend this out a little bit right here, on my forehead right here. Just a little bit because I have a huge forehead. So don't need a lot. And then using the more pointed side, and like I said, I'm OCD, so I won't use this side to do my concealer. I'll only use the side that I use to do my foundation. So I'm just gonna blend that in, going in the same way where I'm not taking the beauty blender off my skin. I'm just bouncing it and slowly moving it around. This kind of hurts. I did grab my little beauty blender to try and do my nose. See if that kind of helped a little bit. I'm still so indifferent on this double nose piercing, because I feel like the piercing studs they put in when I got my nose pierced the first time, well, the first time I did it, I only got it on the left side, but I felt like the stud was like way smaller. And I think once this heals up more and I can put smaller stones in there, I'll like this like way more. And then I want to put a hoop in. And then quickly, before you start creasing, ow, I just cut myself, my own hand. Taking the other side, the now clean side of my beauty blender, I'm just dipping this into my Mercier powder, and I'm just gonna start setting my whole face. I changed from doing this, I changed from doing a brush to just setting my face with the beauty blender, and my face just looks so much smoother. My contour and my highlighter, they just look so much more blended. And my face just looks so much smoother applying my makeup this way. Okay, and I know this is like a super weird order to like do your makeup, but I feel like I do it this way to avoid the most amount of creasing possible. And because my eyelids crease super quick, now I'm gonna take my concealer and angled brush again and clean up the bottom of my brows. Okay, and then before I got my lash extensions, I would just go in with my beauty blender and blend all this out and then set it with powder. But I want to try avoid touching my lashes as much as possible. I just go in with Pro Contour Highlight number 80 brush from Sephora. I just picked this up one day out of my brushes. It's just the one I grabbed to try and do this because it was clean and it actually worked pretty good. So I'm just going to use this to blend out my concealer. I did used to use the Flawless Airbrush from Sephora, but with lash extensions, it's just too big of a brush, and this brush is just the perfect size. And now, to again avoid creasing, just dipping that same brush in to my translucent powder, just getting a little bit, and just setting all of that so it doesn't crease. Usually I wouldn't set my eyes with translucent powder, but for my everyday look, I don't wear eyeshadow, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about getting colors pigment to pop. So setting your concealer on your eyes is perfectly fine. Next, y'all have all seen me use this a million times, my Anastasia Light Powder Contour Kit. Just going in with a small contour brush from Sephora, just a simple bronzing brush. Mixing these two colors together, the used ones, as you can tell. I'm just going in and contouring my face as usual. And then I switched it up. I don't remember if I've talked about this on my past videos, but I changed how I contour my jaw. Actually, you know, I'm gonna tell you guys about this when I switch to the other side of my face so you can see it better. Okay, so I changed the way I contour my jaw, and now instead of going all the way underneath in that dip, I contour right here. So it gives it a shorter, cause like under here, you're not really seeing it. If you do it right here, it gives it a sharper like shadow where you can actually see a shadow. You can't see a shadow underneath. If someone's looking straight at you, they can't see anything you put here. So if you're putting it right here, it creates a shadow. But this, you want to definitely take more time blending out, because people do notice when it's like foundation and then just brown. So you definitely want to have this nice and blended out and soft. Mixing those two colors and taking my NARS Kabuki brush and attempting to contour this nose. And when I don't wear eyeshadow, I like to take the contour into underneath my brow bone just so everything is nice and blended together. And the way I do it is I like to put like sort of wider here and get thinner to kind of create that pinched nose effect. A lot of people put brown right here, like across, to make their nose kind of look like it's like tilted up a little bit. But every time I've tried to do it, my nose just looks dirty, so I've given up trying to do that. Maybe one day I'll get better at it, but as of right now, it's not working for me. And then my way of creating that more like uplifted nose, I contour the bottom, and then right at the end of where it pinches, this part, I want to brown that up, contour that part too. I'm going to be using that same brush, going into my Hoola bronzer as usual, and just bronzing up my cheeks. I've gotten a lot better. I remember I have that one video in the sunlight, and when I contoured and bronzed, it just looked so bad, just because like how much emphasis the light was putting on me. But honestly, it helped me get better at like learning about less is more. And I still feel like in my phone, my makeup looks worse than it actually is, because I got the 8+, and it is picking up every detail, let me tell you. Like, this camera is too good. I do not like it. And then every day, I kind of change. I never am consistent with this, but I do stick with the same color. Sometimes I wear blush, sometimes I don't, but when I do, and today I feel like wearing blush, I'm gonna be using the Origins Pink Petals blush, just with this Pro Precision Powder number 59 brush from Sephora. It's a super, super light pink, and I'm super pale, so it works on me. The weather's really getting warmer, so I want everything to just kind of be like lighter and not as heavy. I mean, I do wear a lot of makeup still, so it is heavy, but the colors at least get them to be a little bit lighter, a little more springtime, summer feel. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. At least I hope so. Okay, I am starting to feel kind of dry using this foundation. It does kind of dry out your skin, but as you guys know, I have really oily skin, so using this foundation, I love it. People with dry skin do not. But I've also found that putting my powder on this way with my beauty blender, it really sinks more into my skin. So I do feel drier quicker and actually feel like I have dry skin. So I've been using the Mario Bodescue Rose Water just to kind of spritz my skin and make myself not feel so crazy dry. So I don't really have like a certain spot in my makeup routine when I do this. if I never really felt dry throughout my routine and it's time for me to put on my setting spray, I'll put this on and then my setting spray. But if like I'm done with my powder and I feel dry, or it's my contour, my bronzer, my blush, my highlighter, anytime when I start to feel dry, I just put this on. I'm just gonna be using my Anastasia number 23 brush. I need to get a new one because I got lash glue in it, and it's just time for a new blush and then, or for a new brush. I'm going quick through this because y'all have seen me do this a million times. Becca Champagne Pop and Anastasia number 23 brush. Highlight your face. And the places I like to put this highlighter is I used to put it right here where my blush ended because I liked how it blended together, but then I realized no, you want to put it on the top of your cheekbone. So see, like now the light hits it and you can actually see it when it's down. Oh, look, wow, that goes down far. But when it's down here, when you're straight on, the light's not gonna hit it. The light's gonna hit right here. So that's why some girls in photos, they have a better highlight because they're putting it right here. But then me being really extra, I also like to put it right here. Just have a nice glowy side of the face. And just my Cupid's bow, of course. I like to just dab the top of it and kind of put that right here on my brow bone just to highlight that up, and then I drag it and connect it so it's all together. Alrighty, next for highlighting the nose, I've been switching around with what I've been using a lot. Right now I'm just using a Precision. I have so many Sephora brushes, like I need to revamp. I really want like Morphe, cooler brushes, you know, I need it, I deserve it. Whatever, I'm using the Precision eyeshadow brush from Sephora. It's just an eyeshadow brush. Even though I can't with the brown do the little crease right here because it just looks dirty on me, I do try and avoid highlighting right there. So I try and focus it up more right on top of the bridge, and then I kind of go lighter right here with my hand, and then again more pressure at the tip of my nose. So it kind of skips this area right here to give that whatever it's given look that people do that I like. And then again, using this brush, I just want to highlight my inner corners. You can use whatever brush you want for this, honestly. This is just whatever, it's just highlighting your inner corners. You ain't gotta be a pro to do this. You just kind of put it there. So I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Brow Gel in Chocolate. They changed the wand, so you can see like up top it's short and on the bottom it's long. I like to use the short part right here because it's more like defined. You can really make sure you're not like with this side, you can't control as well as to where you're putting it. So I just like to use this because it's thinner areas. And then the long part, I like to just flick over my faded part very lightly. And you can't forget, once you have your, I used to always forget this the first time I had my nose pierced, to clean off my piercing with a Q-tip. But I really want to not forget that anymore because it looks so much better when you clean it off. But last and final step, the usual D-Slick Urban Decay setting powder or setting spray for my oily ass face. And then a good trick for this is to dry it off instantly. I don't know why, but this makes your makeup stick better. But this is my updated everyday makeup look. Since it's getting warmer, I've been throwing on a gloss or like a light pink lipstick with a gloss just to, I don't know what I do. I always say just to something, but I never know what I'm actually doing. I just ramble a lot and I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel like it went a lot smoother than my other videos. So I hope it did for your perception and not just mine, because it'll make me very sad if that is the case. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know, I see everyone going like down below, so you know, I'm gonna do it too. Subscribe down below. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.